episode 4 of Lunch with Jean. Today I'm going to bring you to MASA Artisan Dim Sum Cafe. This is in Great World City, and this is the second outlet of this MASA Artisan Dim Sum Cafe. Of course, the first one is at Orchard Gateway. So many people ask, why artisan? Artisan because it is not the traditional dim sum that we are doing. It is all creative dim sum. And of course, apart from dim sum, we also have other creative dishes. We have Chinese dishes, we have porridge, noodles, rice. We also have some Western dishes. My guest will be here anytime this minute. There she is.
Hello, Jean.
Miss Jean Yip.
you?
How are you? Thank you for coming.
For your new outlet.
Have you been here before? Thank you,
Yes,
thank you.
I came here before.
Oh, okay, come. Do you have a salon here?
Not yet.
Not yet. Come, let's. Jean Yip. I think it needs no introduction. But for those who do not know her, Jean Yip has been around Singapore for decades. You know, when I was a teenager, I already saw Jean Yip, the label, everywhere, you know. So for those who have not seen who Jean Yip is, this is Jean Yip.
Nice to
the
meet all of
beautiful Jean Yip.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming, you know. So I hope you have not had anything this morning. It's just a simple lunch, you know.
I kept my stomach for all the delicious food.
Thank you.
Actually, I was a fan of your hak sandwich before I know you.
Really? I'm so surprised.
When we opened the Vivo City, our
Yes,
store,
yes.
store in Vivo City, we
Oh,
was
yeah.
a regular customer of hak sandwich, and Mervin, he loves to bring all the foreigners to try your food there.
I see.
Yeah, it's very
Yes,
good.
because you have a Jean Yip salon over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the first batch of
Yes.
tenant there.
Yes.
What is MASA actually? This is a new evolved from hak
Yes.
sandwich, right?
MASA is actually a sub-brand of Black Society. That's why you can see MASA Artisan Dim Sum Cafe by Black Society. It's like an extension because Black Society is very popular for the dim sum. So I thought we just have an extension to do just an artisan dim sum cafe, but of course it has other dishes, you know. So it's a smaller scale, and I think because the cafe trend is there, you know, for the younger ones, they want to have coffee and cakes all together. We are so used to relating cafes with Western style cafes, like when we go cafe last time, you know, it is like we will have a steak, we will have a cake, a coffee, but you can never find Chinese dishes in the cafe. So that's how I started MASA Dim Sum Cafe. You can have Chinese dishes together with a cup of coffee and a cake.
I'm so proud of you. You are so innovative, you know, and then creative with all the new dishes coming in a new way.
Talking about proud, I am humbly said, I'm so proud of Jean. She is just excellent. I don't know how to describe her. She is like an all-rounder, you know. I think I don't want to talk so much about your business journey, you know, from day one, Jean Yip started in Parkway, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, I still remember.
I think when during the SIA days,
Yes.
you
Oh, the SQ girls,
right?
yes,
All,
correct.
They come to my shop.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, I was a former crew, you know, with SQ. That's why I know Jean Yip, but of course I have never seen her, you know, at the salon because we go different timings, right? But back then, I do not know how Jean Yip looks like, you know, until much later years, then I got to know her, yeah. So that was how the cafe evolves, you know, how it came about, you know.
Yeah, you're very innovative and creative. I look at your dishes, you come in a new, very Instagrammer.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah.
this is the trend now.
Because, you know, before you start eating, everybody starts taking photos, right?
But I think it's the right
The trend,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
呢啲係個趨勢you know. So we just have to live and move. We have to keep ourselves up with times. You know, this is what the youngsters are doing. 我哋唔可以輸蝕 you know. We also have to, you know, just take out our phone and take the photos, you know. So, yeah.
It's very pretty. All the,
Yes.
the way, the innovation and the creativity is very
Thank you.
pretty, yeah.
So let me introduce you the items. I have chosen 2 drinks. You know, this is hot mixed fruit jasmine tea. Yeah. It can be taken
Very
warm,
fragrant.
can be taken warm or with ice. So mine, you can see it is very unique. You know, we deliberately make it like this so that it is like, yeah, it's creative, you know. Then this is iced lemon tea, where you pour the tea.
The crushed ice?
Yeah. The ice inside is also made with the tea.
You infuse the tea into the
So therefore,
crushed ice.
yeah, it won't dilute the tea as
You
it
talk
as
about
it
food,
does.
I'm very interested.
Of course, that's the reason why I invite you, Jean, because how can we have Jean around and not mention anything about food? It's just not possible. For those who know her, I call her the super chef, but she always says, no, I'm not the super chef, but you are to me. You know, in my heart you are. She has a commercial kitchen in her house. Am I right? You know, it is not an ordinary kitchen. It is a commercial kitchen. Therefore, you know, because of your passion for food, let me introduce you. 让我献丑一下。献丑 okay?
You are a successful
献丑
restaurant owner.
In front of you, I just cannot claim, you know, that that my food is the best. Okay, this is Ji咕噜肉. Okay, it is 咕噜肉 is like every child's favorite dish.
Yes.
Yeah,
Up to now we still love
correct,
咕噜肉.
you know. So, but this 咕噜肉 is with zijiang, is with young ginger, so it adds a little flavor to it. Then, of course, this is the 四季豆, 4 seasons bean. But what is special about this 四季豆 is we cook it with black olive.
Oh.
That's why you can see
Pak
the
lam.
lam gok,
Yeah,
you know.
lam gok,
So
yeah.
in many restaurants, you normally see 4 seasons bean you cook with
Yes.
tau si, right?
Yeah, tau si.
Yeah,
And
but
minced pork, yeah.
correct. So we use black olives, and this is liver chicken, 口水雞, you know, spicy.
It's my favorite.
Yeah. So we are going to go with the 石斑蒸飯, 石斑魚片蒸飯. This is the grouper, sliced grouper steamed rice, you know, to go with the dishes. I must show you, you know, what our artisan dim sum means. You see, this is a 豆沙包.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah, but we make it into the shape of a rose, you know, for many
So this
who
the pink
may
is
not
the
know.
skin?
Yes, that's the bao, the pink color. You can see
Very
the black
good for
color.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's the 豆沙.
And 情人節.
Correct. Right, so this is what we mean by creative dim sum. We can try for dessert later. So, cheers. Let's cheers first.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Let's eat the food, yeah.
I'll try your
Sure.
sweet sour.
Yes, sweet and sour pork. You want some rice? Can I get you some rice? Just try. One scoop.
Just taste.
Yes,
Yeah.
just to taste. The grouper steamed rice is actually with mushroom and also vegetables. So a lot of office workers around here, they will just order
Instead,
this.
it used to be chicken, but you change it to fish.
Yes,
because it's
correct.
more, a
Creative,
flavor,
yeah. Besides the grouper, I also have prawns.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
prawn steamed rice, and the other one is mui choy steamed rice. Yeah, so correct. So it's something that Chinese love to eat.
I would like to try your
Yes, please.
sweet sour
Let's do
pork.
it. Sweet sour pork has been my favorite even until now.
Yes. My grandson's
We grow up
favorite.
with it. Yeah, still stick to it. 好脆嘅.
I like it. Very crispy. I'll try your olive
四季豆.
四季豆. I love the fragrance of the olive. Very nice.
Something different.
Yeah. Your house is famous.
Yeah, 口水雞. Everybody will
Yeah, it's very famous.
will not
in
miss
Hak Sai Wai.
ordering it.
Yeah.
You just try a bit.
Thank you. Oh, the mala is just nice.
Really?
Yeah, the
Can you
mala-
do you take spicy food?
Yes. Actually, I like the taste of Kim Xun Fu La.
Oh.
So I think in cuisine you must have this
甜酸苦辣, you
Yeah,
know.
the combination.
So 甜酸苦辣 is also what in life we have to go
Yes.
through. You have a commercial kitchen at home. It started as a hairstylist. What made you become the super chef now? To me, she's the super chef.
Thank you for this big hat.
Big hat.
But I won't say myself is a super chef. But I think I'm a very hot-blooded and passionate character. When I'm given a task or when I'm very interested in something, I will go all the way out. I will do my best to perfect it.
That means if you want to try a certain dish,
Yes.
you want to perfect it.
Yes, yes.
Right?
And that is when I have my me time, I would say.
Yes.
Where in the night, I would
Yeah.
be in the kitchen with
Yeah.
a couple of my helper. Then I will start experimenting and try on the
Yes.
flavor that I want and what that my family likes or my friends like. Yeah.
Yes, I've heard your husband Mervyn saying that, Jean is in the kitchen even in the middle of the night.
Yeah, sometimes I have to wait for the family to go to bed. Then I will practice my baking or my pastry because I don't want them to come in. And,
I see.
So
I see.
I want that time, and I will start to write down the recipe.
When did you develop this passion for food, for
I
cooking?
think about 10 years ago.
Oh,
because
not from the beginning, right?
Oh no, because I was very busy with my hairdressing business, and I
Yes.
was very busy with the operation.
Right.
I was running operation.
Right.
And 10 years ago, I stepped down to do management work.
I
to
see.
expand the business.
Right.
And the salon and all these things. So I have a little bit more time because when I was serving customer, I couldn't. I had to get customer time. And I think it boils down to my grandparents. Because
see.
I'm quite privileged to be born in a family where I live with San Tai Tong Tang. That
I
means
see.
we live with my grandmother during the old days where she is
Are they good cooks back then?
oh, my grandparents are in food business. Actually, they immigrate from China, Guangzhou.
Yes.
You heard of the place Guangzhou? 食在廣州.
Of course, 食在廣州.
She came from
個個
there,
廣東人都知.
and during the wartime, and then
Yes.
she introduced the Cantonese food culture because her family is a winemaker.
I see.
So she's very much
Chinese wine.
Yes, she always shared me when I was very young. Her family was winemaker. She
You're right.
came from Guangzhou, Nanhai.
Oh, I still remember, when we were young, they always make this mai zhou,
Yes, yes,
self-made, then 佢哋會整酒餅.
Yes.
We don't see, this is lost
I
right
am
now.
doing it for my
Are
daughters.
you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did it for my daughters.
Yeah.
I have 3 grandchildren.
Yes.
So during her confinement, I prepared this for her.
Wow.
Yeah. So my grandmother, I was very young. I really admire and respect her because she's a woman with a very big heart.
I see.
And when she immigrated from China to Singapore, she introduced the Cantonese gai zhuk.
Hi.
So
It is your mother's mother or
It's my father's mother.
Father's
Yeah,
mother.
She's
Okay.
a Cantonese and I'm
Yes,
Cantonese.
yes.
In the early days, during the 40s, 50s, she was doing gai zhuk. And from there, she evolved, like you, have a chain of food store in Bugis Street. And during those times, during the 60s and 70s, the Bugis Street was the place where all the tourists will come.
Right.
The American army, before they go to war,
I see.
the Japanese, they will...
Bugis Street, yes.
Yeah, so I was-
famous then, right?
Yes, yes. Like my grandmother said, do something that is bring joy and laughter to people. And she always said, food is something that you can bring people together,
Correct.
bond people together,
Correct.
and then have good conversation and
Correct.
good friendship.
Correct.
And at a very young age, I think I have a lot of influence from her because she had very good philosophy in her life.
I see.
She's very big-hearted, and
I
she
see.
always opened up her house. I mean, where
Yes.
she do her food business.
Yes.
She will open up for all the immigrants who come here to seek a job. Or
Oh, really?
that, from
That's
overseas.
very-
She
that's
open.
very
And I remember she always
A
said,
noble cause.
Yeah, she always said, 多一雙筷子.
係
Because
啦，
she
係
speaks
啦。
in Cantonese.
Yeah.
So
You know,
it became
correct,
a culture
correct,
in our
correct,
family.
correct.
She has a great influence in our life.
Yeah.
And I think we adapt a lot of her philosophy, the way we live. We are a big family. We live like San Tai Tong Tang. We have
Yes, yes,
some
yes.
aunties and uncles live
Correct.
together. She said that over a good meal, misunderstanding and unhappy relationship will
Can
be
be.
all resolved. So I really think food is so important.
Correct,
And
correct.
June, I really
It is
admire that you went into this business, which I have no privilege to do it.
They always say F&B is the toughest.
But you have to be very passionate.
Yes,
to do it.
it is when you're in F&B, I heard people telling me it is a curse, So if you...
No, I said that is a blessing that you have to put good food on the table for people to enjoy.
Okay, F&B is a tough business. I
Yes.
mean, after being like 18 years in this industry, being an operator and also a hands-on person, I would like to debunk the saying that it is a curse. It is not a curse. It is a privilege, to be able to run restaurants for as long as you can because, it is the toughest.
But I see
industry.
the way you run restaurant is more of a passion. You are sharing.
It is.
You are sharing very good value. Like like my grandmother Adam said, in cuisine, you must go with the flow.
Right.
She always believed in cuisine. You must go. She always.
She's very far-sighted.
Yeah. She's a very modern woman with traditional value. She always said, back in China, we always have our food according to the season and what is in season because it's like Jina.
Yes.
So she will say according to the Tinhei, the weather. That means in China they have summer, winter, spring, and autumn. So you eat according to the season. The season because God is so great, right?
Right.
The food
in every season there's always a special food,
Like Pat Yu, you will eat very good wu tao ko, so you will get my wu tao ko only in Pat Yu, And,
Looking forward.
And during Chinese New Year, I think the lo pak is always the sweetest. So
during Chinese New Year?
Yes, during Chinese New Year, the lo pak is always the best. So that is the best time to make lo pak ko.
Right.
So when I look at your cuisine, you have everything, you have 甜、酸、苦、辣。
这个是甜、酸。A little bit cool, right? It's all here.
So he said this is a balancing of the taste and a balance for the yin and the yang for the body.
Yes.
So when you eat according to the season.
So it is all about wellness.
Yes.
Talk about wellness. I know that besides hairdressing, you are also into wellness because that's the extension part into this. Why is wellness important when it relates to food?
When I had my second baby, I was really overweight. I was like thinking of the baby eating a lot of good food.
Yes.
But actually, it was wrong. I was like overweight.
Oh,
like
I
you're
see.
saying about carbo.
Correct.
So, carbo is important. Like my grandmother always shared me. 一個人冇米氣唔得㗎。
冇米氣啊
My grandmother said 一個人冇米氣唔得。So I think carbo is important. But how we eat it and at what time we eat it and when we eat it is very important. You posed me a question about keto diet.
Yes, because nowadays, ladies, we always talk about every day in, day out, we always say, I have to go on diet, I have to go on diet, Tomorrow I'll start my diet. But this tomorrow never comes, So I would say it's a constant battle. Looking upon this dieting thing, even into my older years. So it is like, it won't stop, When we say diet, for 1 week we don't talk about it. The next week I'll find myself telling myself we go on diet again. So dieting meaning nowadays, right? A lot of us will say we have to skip carbo. There are many other diet programs, like one of them, which is the very popular ones, are the keto, intermittent fasting, So there are many forms of dieting now. Do you believe that, like just now you said, 我哋唔可以冇米氣. That means as a person, we don't take rice,
Yes.
So do you agree with skipping carbo?
I think it's like dieting. Okay, how I go into this slimming business back when I gave birth to my second daughter, I think I was very overweight. So from my beauty center, I invited a French doctor to teach us how to do slimming and how to go on diet. And it was like the Atkins and the keto diet, where it's very high protein.
Right.
Actually, all this diet, you can do it for a very short time. It cannot be a long-term thing. And I think diet, it's not one diet that fits for all. It had to depend on the body types and the nature of the person's working.
Do you know that I've actually tried a keto diet program, but I think it doesn't work for me because for keto, right, it's a protein diet.
High protein diet.
You cannot take carbo. But because I'm not a meat eater, so therefore it doesn't work on me. After 5 days, I don't see any improvements in my weight. I say forget it. I think that's not right. That's not the right program.
I think diet should be a balance. During those days, 30 years ago, I started this slimming. It was all about being slim, and then you have to avoid carbo, you have to avoid noodles. But I think as time goes, I'm very proud of my daughter who, Cheryl, she's the artist and the actress.
Yes, Cheryl.
She was
what is the Chinese name?
Huang Xinghui.
Huang Xinghui, yes, Huang Xinghui. our very popular local artist.
Yeah.
I think she has also tried her career in Taiwan, right?
Yes,
At one
yes,
point
yes.
of time.
And I'm very proud that 5 years ago when she decided to come back to Singapore and then she told me, Mom, I want to start and share with people about what is real wellness, what is real dieting. So I supported what she think this is good to share with young people, especially the young people. They think diet is like Twigger Slim, you know, like pencil line thin, you know. So,
you know, it's the trend,
and
you know,
she
dieting.
had gone through it because when she was in Hong Kong, when she won the award, she was like asked to lose weight all the time to 上镜 as very thin as possible. So she was dieting a lot and doing a lot of very tedious exercise, and then she feel that it's the eating wrong, you know. She was very thin, but she was not happy.
Because she feels that she needs to downsize more.
Yeah, she had to downsize because every time she went to one 镜头, especially in Taiwan, they said you have to lose weight. Even she was like below 44 kilos, and she started to stop. Her menstruation stopped.
I see, because of dieting.
So I told her, no, you have to come back because health, to me, like health is important.
Yes.
That's why my grandmother at the time said, you are what you eat. When she told me that she want to go into this wellness, she want to share, I feel very proud that she's going to share her secret, what she had been through. You want to find out more about wellness, you go into her blog.
Yes.
She share a lot about how you eat in the morning, what you should eat. She believes, now she believes in a balanced diet.
Because the wellness that she's having is Cheryl W, right? On to her salon before to consult. I think it is in Takashimaya. Was that right?
She has 6 salons now.
Yes. Yeah. Wow, 6 already.
So she tests on a lot of products. She designed the treatment regime. She designed how the customer will eat. Because it's very individual, very different body reacts differently.
Yes.
So there's no one style for all. So, you know, this is what she's doing. At the end, she tell me balance and sustainable is very important because you can be dieting all the time, but your diet will never end. But she said it had to be a lifestyle. So she always educate and share with her client that it had to become a lifestyle that you have to get used to it. She has instilled this in my mind, so now I'm avoiding a lot of dinners.
I see.
Yeah, we have a lot of lunches.
Yes.
We have good food for lunch, and dinner we always keep to a soup.
No, so one thing, Jean, then do you think that, like a lot of us, right, we will eat fruits after dinner? You know, sometimes we also have supper.
Yeah.
Do you think it is advisable?
When you are young, you can do anything. You can eat fruits after dinner. You can eat fruits before you go to sleep. As we grow, not that we age, as we mature, our system is a little bit different.
Right.
So trying out, I think eating fruits before meal is the best. No doubt it is actually opposite. Normally we have a good meal.
Yes, I have heard about that. Eating an apple before your meal.
But I realized that in the morning when I have a juice, Cheryl will highly ask me to eat the fruits. She said, I would rather you eat the fruit than to juice the fruit.
What's the difference?
She said because the absorption, everything will be
really?
better. Yeah, I have tried. I think it's really good.
All right.
So in the morning before you start your breakfast, have a fruit, an apple or whatever fruits you like, and then try not to take juice, but it's better to take vegetable juice.
I see.
Yeah.
Because of the sugar level.
Yes. I think it helps. For fruits, I think you have to take it before your meal. So normally now I enjoy my fruits before I have.
Do you take supper?
I used to take supper when I was very young, but I think now the metabolic has dropped, even despite I walk every morning.
So I think everything is about balancing and knowing yourself how much you can take, you know, and not eat excessively, right? Yeah.
I think wellness is a very interesting.
It is another area of knowledge, you know, that it is so broad. Do you believe the saying that says the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? Do you believe in this saying?
I totally believe and agree. I think it's not only about the food into his mouth. I think it's the love. I think food is a bonding and a love. So when your husband or your boyfriend or the other half, when you cook for them, they know it's not just about the food that keep them full and happy. I think they know that you love and you care for them. In love and in romance, I think it can die off after a certain period. But when you look out for each other, you love each other, you do things for each other, I think that blossoms.
It's like you feed their stomach, they give you love in return.
Just like my grandson, Papa, soup.
At 2 years old.
Yes. And when she had a bowl of good soup, he'll come into the kitchen
And ask for more.
Yes. Papa, today he asked for steak.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So yes, you know, when you feed them the food, they will give you love.
You feel a lot of joy and, you know.
Isn't it?
Actually, when I cook for friends, I'm very sensitive to what they like and don't like. Normally, before I invite people to the house, I say, what you like to eat?
Yeah.
I will cook a few dishes that they like and a few dishes that is my specialty.
Right.
We benefit a lot when we see people enjoying it. Actually, we become very happy to see people being happy. Like my grandmother said, the joy is to bring joy and happiness to people is food, good food on the table. You know,
anytime.
It's easy to eat at any time.
You know, so we learn so much about food from Jean, you know, on food's wellness, from eating.
No, you are the guru, I'm not. I
really.
am in the hair and beauty.
We explore.
You are the guru.
No, not really. You know, I really admire her because I admire for her passion in the things that she do. Like, in order to perfect a recipe, she will
sleep.
Yeah, she will go sleepless nights and she can bake one cake on just to perfect it. She can bake 150 of them just to make sure it is perfect.
There's one for you. I will pass it to you later.
You know, so yeah, talking about food, the way to get to a man's heart is through his stomach. But from Jean, I know that it is not. It is the way to get to everyone's heart, it is through their stomach. If one doesn't eat well, you won't think well, you won't love well, you won't sleep well if you don't eat well. Eating well, eating the right kind of food is very important. And from this food guru, I'm looking forward to my next meal.
Thank you.
You know, as a food lover, Jean, we can never walk away the dining table without a dessert. Okay, so let me serve the dessert.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think my grandson will love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is our cotton candy parfait, you know. Yeah. We also have cotton candy coffee, you know, but because we have to complete the meal with the dessert, right? So this is our dessert. We hope we can both enjoy. We share, you know, because we cannot take too much.
I love the pink.
Yeah. Okay, Jean, of course, you know, words are never enough to thank you for coming into this program. I have a special gift for you, just for remembrance. This is just a small gift. You know, it is very useful for someone who entertains so much at home. It is an electronic wine decanter.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You will enjoy it the next time when you come to my house. Yes.
With a good wine.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, one more thing, you know, I want to touch on, because just now when you say that food on the table actually helps resolve a lot of issues.
Yes.
That brings me to this thing in Hong Kong, which is very popular. They always say 白和頭酒.
Oh, it's true.
Isn't it?
Yes.
You know, 白和頭酒, it speaks exactly about what you have just said, you know, like on a table filled with food and drinks and wine.
And everything will be resolved.
Yes, everything can be forgotten.
You call it what?
和頭酒.
A very enjoyable afternoon.
Yeah. I hope you guys will enjoy this topic, this episode. Something to share, you know, our experience about food with you. For episode 5, you may be interested to know it will be Mr. Lim Tian. He is a head of an opposition party. You will be on some politics issue or topics. So look forward, stay tuned to the next episode, episode 5. Thank you.
See you.
Bye.